next part of the course, which is about the life world drama wheel. We are understanding that I am a soul. We understood that we are here to play our roles on this planet, on this earth. But now, in this drama, if I am an actor, I should know how this drama began. What is the beginning? What is the middle? Where do we stand now? And what is the future of this world drama? Where we are going to go after this? So, although we see a very limited vision of our lives, also only one life, as we discussed before, that in this life also, according to my own limited understanding and knowledge, like whatever I have seen or experienced in my life, that might be a very tiny part of the whole story. So just understand, if I know the whole story, then I would play my part best. I can make it better at least. So that's why there is a essence of the whole story here. So this is a cycle of 5,000 years. Just like everything is going on in a cycle, you see every day and night cycle. Even the clock after 12, again it starts with 1. So 24 hours cycle, day and night follows the next morning. So after that, again the cycle goes on like that. So these cycles we understand because we see that in our lifespan. We see the season cycle, yearly, then a decade, a century. We understand that much. So like 100 years is a century, 5,000 years is one kalpa. And there is a mention of kalpa in many scriptures. So kalpa vriksha also they mention, and there are other mentions about in some poetries also. So what is that kalpa? Kalpa is a cycle of 5,000 years. So in this cycle, what you see inside, you see this sign, swastika. Swastik is a Sanskrit word, and we know swastik. Why? What is the meaning of swastik for us? It's very auspicious, and we also associate with Ganpati. And actual meaning, swasti means suasti. All is well. Everything is accurate. It's not that if you draw this, then everything will become accurate. It is already accurate. So accepting this reality of the universe, that everything is in place, nothing is out of place. According to my limited understanding, sometimes I feel that it should be like that, it shouldn't be like that. But one thing, the creator, director of this drama is the Supreme Himself. So let us start with that belief that His creation cannot be imperfect. So even the imperfection is the part of perfection, part of the perfect drama, the accurate drama that is going on. So another meaning of swastik, what you see here, it gives a message. So whenever we draw that on any, even Diwali, Dashera, all occasions, we will do that on at puja. So what does it say? There is a particular specific direction. It's clockwise. You can't change it because there is a meaning. It represents ongoing cyclic order of the activities, of the events. It gives a message because, as I said, that small cycles we understand. Even we understand through science has explained the water cycle, hydrogen cycle, this cycle, that cycle, so many cycles. But here, because it's unlimited, so that was depicted by our ancestors in the form of swastik. That not only those limited things, but everything in life, it's never ending. After anything goes to a saturation level, then it transforms into something else. It never ends. And even actually to some extent, science has given the formulas also and the understanding that matter can neither be created nor destroyed. That is about the matter. And soul, of course, is eternal, imperishable, immortal. So soul is also immortal, and actually matter, 5 elements also. They just change the form. Like if the soul leave body, and this body will go back to the five elements, but it's still there. It just changes its form. Same way, now here this cycle represents the yugas, the four ages. Actually, everything and everyone passes through these four ages, even in a short span of time also. Like in a lifetime, if you see childhood is like a golden period of that child. Then comes the silver age, then copper age, because it grows older, then responsibilities, and then coming to an end, climax is like worse. So after that, we call it death, birth and death, but actually it's just a transition from one life to the next life. So there is a transition in this cycle also. So now let us see here one thing more important. This is dividing the whole cycle into four quadrants, means four equal parts, which we call as Satyug, Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug and Kali Yug, or we can say Golden Age, Silver Age, Copper Age and Iron Age. So yeah, you want to write, you can. So the beginning of the cycle, anything when it is created, logic says, our rational thinking also says that it will be new, because old is not created, new is created. It becomes old later on. You never create anything old. So when the world is created, of course, it will be definitely very pure, peaceful, all kind of positivity. So that is the golden period of this planet Earth. And for all of us also, when we begin this play here. So this is a period of 1250 years. So every age is equally divided like that. Every age, every yuga is 1250 years. But normally, in the scripture, sometimes they mention, when they describe, it's not directly mentioned, but they describe. It's like when you, in the poetry, you tell somebody that, I was waiting for you. Even 5 minutes seem like 5 hours. When you have to wait doing nothing, then it seems like 5 hours, but it's not. Reality is it's only 5 minutes. Same way, what they have done, like in Manusmriti, they say that Satyug, particular age, time period, and then Treta Yug double than that, Dwapar Yug double than that, and Kali Yug is even double than that. So it's very, very long. So reality is, what is the meaning? They want to express, when the sorrow begins, it seems like longer period. Like and also they express in different ways, in the stories, that for Devtas, for them, it's only 1 second. For Earth, it is 1000 years. They just went and came back. For them, it was like 2 minutes. They come back, and here the yuga is already changed. They depict it that way. Actually, they want to express that when we are in golden period, golden era, in the Satyuga or paradise, because this is paradise on the earth. So when we are in that period, so actually, what is happening? The time passes very quickly. So if you count the number of years according to this physical world, number of years is increasing. But for them, like when you are playing, enjoying as a child, it doesn't seem like that already, 2 hours, somebody is watching binge watching something. So what happens? You don't come to know, you already spent 2 hours, 4 hours. So that happiness, that amount of happiness and innocent purity is there. Because there is not even understanding or knowledge about impurity. Right now, what is our stage? Even if we are trying to purify ourselves, but we know what is impurity. So they call it avidya. Avidya. Even means negativity ki avidya, ichha ki avidya. They don't even know. No knowledge about desires. Because when you're lacking something, then you have desire. So no knowledge about desires, no knowledge about negativity, like vices or anything. Like a child, He doesn't know what are Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, anger. He doesn't know what is anger, what is lust, what is tiredness. He doesn't know. We make him understand later on. He doesn't know. So that kind of purity of each one of us when we are in the golden age. Why I'm saying when we are in the golden age? Because I assume those who are sitting here, they were there. We started our journey from there. And after that, because we are in the process of reincarnation, taking rebirth, that we will understand in next lesson, the theory of reincarnation, theory of karma. But in a general understanding, so here comes the next phase. Although we didn't do anything wrong, but still there is a little slight downfall. So the trend is, here is right hand side. Right hand is like this. Ashirvad is like a hand of blessings. This side of swastika. And here is just normal. So a little bit downward trend is there. Of course, change is the law of nature, right? When the souls are sitting in Param Dham, in the soul world, there is no change, because change is the law of this world, this physical world. Here, everything is changing constantly. There, it doesn't. So, here means because everything is made of 5 elements, and 5 elements, they have to go through the process of change. Now, when the souls come from up there, souls are pure, 100% pure. They enter into the bodies, they take birth. Body is made of 5 elements, so it has to change. Body is also pure because in the beginning 5 elements are also pure. Now you tell me, in which direction change will happen? Upward or downward? It's already 100%. Downward, definitely. It cannot be more pure than that. So it is definitely downward. Secondly, logically, soul is like a battery. We come fully charged. And as soon as we enter into this, because battery is full until it is unused. So as soon as it enters into the body, we start consuming, even if you are just sleeping, but you are breathing, or you are eating, or whatever. So, but we start consuming. It's not about that we did something wrong. We didn't do anything wrong because we are pure souls in the beginning. But battery is being used, is being consumed. So what is happening? That slowly, gradually, that downfall is coming. Battery is getting discharged. But even in Treta Yuga, in Silver Age also, we don't feel any kind of impurity because it's very slight change, slight shift, very gradual. Because when we are 100% full, the rate of downfall is very, very low. There is downfall, but because of no external factors, and the environment is also pure, everything is pure, so everything is supporting. So the rate is not very high. That's why we don't come to know. So still after 100%, even at the end of Treta Yuga also, we still will have 85 or 90% purity. So that's why the deities of the Golden Age and Silver Age, actually they are also human beings, but human beings with divine qualities. So they are called deities. Because God is one who never takes birth. Deities are those who take divine birth. Their birth is also through the power of thoughts. So that's why birth is also pure. Soul comes pure from up there. So they are divine human beings, simply speaking. And for the human beings who come later on, they start worshipping them because we feel that they are like gods. And actually they all demonstrate the qualities of God as God's children. Because it is also said that God created the man in his own image. And that is true. What we see now, this is not God's creation. We have spoiled it. हमने बिगाड़ दिया है. भगवान का बनाया हुआ नहीं. We say कि भगवान ऐसी दुनिया क्यों बनाई? He didn't create such world. We have spoiled it a lot. So after this, it is a left side turn, you see, Dwapar Yuga, Copper Age. Same time span, But here left side means अभी उल्टा रास्ता शुरू, लेफ्ट और ऐसे. ये था राइट, देने वाला, गिविंग, बेस्टोवर. ये हो गया लेफ्ट, taking, begging. We started asking from each other. We started having expectations and desires. Because as soon as the soul becomes empty, now according to the level of purity, as soon as you reach about half, like anything, when it is full, a little bit less, you still feel it is full. But as soon as it reaches like 60%, 50%, then you start feeling, now I'm lacking something. So that feeling comes from here. So they start feeling peacelessness, start feeling worried, and also they slowly forget themselves. So what happens is we don't remember we are a soul. Big shift in this cycle is from here, left side turn is from soul conscious, we become body conscious. We forget I am a soul, that I have a body. And we started believing that I am so and so, okay, I have a soul, maybe. Something like that, maybe, but it doesn't matter because we look at each other through this physical vision, body conscious vision. Then we started looking at, and all the problems you will see start with this vision. Because when I see you, I see male, female, big, small, black, white, fat or thin or rich or poor, everything is related with this body. And before that we understand this is just a role. Because drama, we all are playing different roles. How does it matter? Somebody is playing the role of a beggar or a king. It's just a role. It's not him or her. So now we started believing that what we call as role, we feel that this is so and so. If I ask now, people will say, I am a businessman. I am a mother. I am a father. Are you? Or are you a soul playing the role of a father? Which one is right? But so much of body consciousness, we identify ourselves with the roles, with the responsibilities, with the duties we were given. So ulta, everything becomes opposite. This begins, and from here then devotion begins. Because here we don't need to do any bhakti or devotion, prayers, anything. Every home is a temple. Actually, that is the time when we remember, which we remember as Grahastha Ashram. That is the time. Now is not Grahasti, is not like ashram now. Do you think so? Right now at present Grahasti, the full of arguments, fighting, arrogance and all of those things. And so much of impurities are there. We feel so much lack of power. How could we call it Grahastha Ashram now? That is the time. So when the vices come, then these human beings, they feel very ordinary for themselves. So that is where they have some memories of the past. So they started building the temples of those deities and started worshipping them. This is the time. But even after that, still Kali Yuga comes. And it's upward. Upward means the vices, those started here, now they are at their peak, at their extreme level in Kali Yuga, in Iron Age. So this is the time of extreme darkness. So 1250 years again, this is the Iron Age. Darkest period for the humanity. And the paradox is, on the one hand, we feel that we are progressing. New technologies, new developments, new inventions, trying to make the life comfortable. Whatever we do, finally it goes to negative direction because the characters of human beings are spoiled because of 5 vices. And very, very few people are working on that. And those who realize and start working on themselves, they enter into a new era Because right now, golden age is not here. It doesn't exist. It is Kali Yuga. We cannot deny it. It's dark, night. I can't say that I switch on my light and for me it's day. I can't deny that it is night period. So we can't deny it's Kali Yuga. It is Kali Yuga. It is Iron Age. But now, the period which is going on now, it is a period of transition. You will see many people slowly realizing they want to go towards spirituality. The word spiritual awakening is being used often right now. So, because this is the time and it has to happen. But not everyone will realize that. Very few. In my understanding, even if 1% of the total population of world, they start realizing this, world will change. Satyug will come. And this is going to happen soon. It's not very far. Because you see the clock here. This is also shown as a clock. And here, what do you see? What time is it in the clock? 11:59. So just 1 or 2 minutes left according to this 12 hours cycle. And the clock is going to just reach that final climax. But before that, right now, this phase, this small phase, this is the little time of transition, what we have. And for those who realize this and start bringing that change in their life, for them, this is called Sangam Yuga. It's not Kali Yuga anymore for them. For them, it's Sangam Yuga or the confluence age, transition period. So where are you now? What do you feel? Where are you? Kali Yuga or Sangam Yuga?
Depends.
Or when you're sitting here, you are in Sangam Yuga. When you go out, you go back to Kali Yuga. Is it like that?
If your practice is good, probably you are on the transition of this.
Yes. I would say it's a good news. You are already in Sangam Yuga. That is why you are sitting here and you are learning this. This is a step you have taken for your progress. Already you are in the transition. No matter, even if you have taken only one step, but you have already taken that. You've already started the journey, started the process.
Maybe we were in Kali Yuga, that's why we are looking for a golden age to come.
Yes, so you were in Kali Yuga before Sunday.
Sunday, now maybe light, sun. Light.
Yes, that's right. So after you entered and started learning, so now you are in this transition period. Okay, so here is the time of change, of transformation. It is same like it is dark night, morning, dawn is not yet here. But there are some souls who wake up early morning. Early morning. It's 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Oh, good news then.
It's like Amrit Vela or Brahma Muhurat we call. Brahma Muhurat, you tell people, I wake up at 3 o'clock, I wake up at 2 o'clock and I do some meditation. They will look at your face, they will stare and they say that, आधी रात को क्या करते हो आधी रात को? They will say like that. Because for them, it's midnight. And for you, it's already, yes, preparation for the next morning. That phase is very important for you. For most of the people, you will see, many people, they know, they are aware that that time is auspicious. If you want to meditate, you want to do bhakti, you want to do any kind of devotional activities, even for students, it is good. But still, mostly students, they prefer to study at night and they sleep at that time. And all the negative energies are active latest up to 2 o'clock, like that, or maximum 3 o'clock. After that, they sleep. Who will be awake after that? And those who sleep at 3 or sleep at 2 o'clock, can they imagine waking up even at 5? No, for them it's midnight, it's just beginning of a sweet dreams. So how can you think of waking them up that time? So they are the Kumbhakaranas actually, those who are mentioned in the scriptures. So for you, it's same way. For them is night, time is same, clock is same. But for you, it is already dawn, it's already the beginning of the next day and the most auspicious time. Because it's not that when you enter into the golden age, enter into Satyug, then you prepare for Satyug. You have to prepare it before. Those who will be ready, they will enter into that age, not everyone. That's why in the beginning I said, I assume those who are listening here, they were in the golden age. That's why they are listening to this class. And after listening also, they have this feeling, they visualize themselves that yes, how was that period of golden period, that Satyug, that paradise, how it looks like. You can imagine. You will understand it more in the next lessons. So this is the time where we have started transforming. Now, one request, don't go back to Kalyug. Because it's very easy, it's very easy. What we call as Maya. Maya is not money. Many people when they say Maya, they talk about wealth or money. No, iske paas bahut Maya hai. No. Maya, how can money be Maya? Money is a good thing. It's a tool. Money is a good slave, but not a good master. But if you use it as a tool, you can use it for benefit of so many people. So how can you say money is Maya? Don't blame anything external for your internal reasons. Because actually Maya is sitting inside. My weakness. Greed could be Maya, but not money. Misuse with some selfish motive can be Maya. That we can say Maya. So anything negative, or in a very simple language, according to today's lesson, anything which tries to pull you back towards Kalyug is Maya. So now, once we have entered into the transition phase, we have entered into the confluence age, just one thing, keep moving forward. And don't stop. Because here there is no margin to stop. Either forward or backward. It's like that. Because we have to continuously, the process is going on. Like I said, that change has to happen. Either in a positive direction or in a negative direction. I cannot say that I take a break for a few days. If you take a break, then because the externally, you see Kalyug, majority is Kalyug. Only few souls, maybe in your community, you are the only one where you are staying. You are the only one who has entered into the confluence age. So everything else is, they are also capable. Maya is also very strong. And it seems like normal because we were into that world. So every day working on myself, no break. Even if I am traveling, I am sitting at home, whatever I am doing, but I take out few minutes to talk to myself. This is important.
शुद्धिकरण हो गया.
शुरू हो गया.
आगे बढ़ो.
So you want to ask anything, any question?
Didi, I am not very clear about the transition of between this golden age moving into the silver age. For example, golden age we were discussing.
Good question. Good question, because transition happens every time. From golden to silver age also there is a sangam. Then silver to copper age also there is a confluence. Copper to iron again. But it is like, okay, you compare it with the cycle of day and night. When you come from morning to afternoon, can you feel the transition? You cannot feel. It's actually not a big transformation. It's a gradually changing process. It's very gradual. So when from Satyug, from the golden age, we are coming downwards, it's very gradually happening. But A shift from the dark night to the next morning, that is visible. That's visible. That is why nobody remembers about those transitions. And we don't even mention, you have to look at the clock to see the time. Okay, it's already afternoon, now it's evening. But for morning, you can see the sunrise. It is very much visible, very clearly.
Very simply is that until we feel hungry, we don't remember that it's a lunchtime.
That's right. So otherwise you cannot see that. So this transition is a big transition. This is a transformation actually. Big transformation, big shift, because we changed gradually from 100% pure to almost zero, at the end. Almost zero. Now with zero, almost zero I am saying, because the flame of the candle, if you compare with that, flame of that diya is not completely vanished. It is still there. A very dim light is there. Then there is a hope that you put more ghee into that, it will light up again. And that is what is God's job at this time. Then when the light is very, very dim and someone has a little bit higher than the other one, we feel like I'm better than others. Because we don't remember that in my original form what I was. We don't have to compare with anyone else. What we do is we just compare our present stage with our original stage, the real self. We feel the motivation. I was that. Then it's not about I have to become something or someone. I have to become what I was. Once again, I have to go back to that original stage. So that's the thing. That gives not only motivation, but also confidence that because I was that, so I can become that again. It becomes very easy because it's me, no one else. So no need to even try to become someone else or something else. Not required. So it's a very good motivation. When you understand next lesson also, you will feel actually more understanding, more detailed understanding about our lives, how many births we take, and what you were in the past life, what you will become in the next life. You want to know? If I tell you,
I want to know the past life.
you want to know? Scary. Your face.
I think just focus on the
There has
present
to be
one.
some
Yeah.
purpose. That,
Yeah.
Whatever
that
happened,
there has to be
happened.
some meaning as to why I am here. Like
Yes,
there
yes.
has to be a process that led me here.
Hmm.
Future is uncertain. So I don't want to know as to what I will become.
Hmm.
But what brought me here, I should know so that I can prepare myself.
So that is what it is. We understand the whole cycle. Now in a general way, we have already understood. So how many lives we take, how many births we take, and after that, what is that? What is liberation? What is mukti? What is jivan mukti? What is moksha? Does it really exist or not? If it does, then how to reach that? So all these things, at least we understand. Then we fix a one target for ourselves. I want mukti or I want jivan mukti, means liberation in life. So one is mukti, that many people when they are in sorrow, when they are in pain, suffering, then they say, I just don't want to come back again. I want liberation, I want mukti. But sometimes we also feel we are ambitious, we want to do something here. If we are given a role here, I should play my role perfectly. At least I use my capabilities, my potentials, because when I go back to the soul world, I'm just sitting, I don't know, sitting or sleeping, but it is like a sleeping stage. Some people ask the soul word, soul is sitting or standing? Because we are so much into this body. This is a question of body consciousness. So in soul conscious, there is no question of sitting or standing. So we are just there, hanging. We are hanging in that world. So soul has so much of potential, power, qualities, everything, even to know myself, my own potentials. I have to take births. I have to come into this body to express my qualities and to experience others also. To experience, even in relation, in connection, when we come with each other, that is also a process of knowing myself. Because when I connect with somebody, and how do I connect? How do I respond? How do I react? It shows my character. It's it's not about ki who the other person. It's not about them, that what is their character. It's about me. What is my character? What is my strength and what is my weakness? I come to know when I come into connections, relations. So that is why another aspect of Raj Yoga, which describes the family path, because it's a family path, Pravriti Marg. It's not Nivriti Marg. Means in Nivriti Marg means retirement. You take retirement from everything. You go to a forest or you go to a temple or ashram. You sit there and do your bhakti. One is that path. I'm not saying anything negative about that, but thing is that Pravriti Marg means I live with everyone, I play all my roles, I fulfill my responsibilities, but while doing that, I have attention on myself and I'm able to increase my powers. Like in the beginning, all of you mentioned that if there are no problems, no challenges, how do I know my strengths? Sitting alone, meditating, where there is no one to disturb me, I might be an illusion that I have become very peaceful now. But when somebody comes and creates a disturbance, then you come to know how peaceful you have become. It's increased or decreased even more because you are avoiding. So it's Raj Yoga is not a path of avoiding, escaping, or running away from any responsibility. Rather, empower myself and do it in a better way. If I am a businessman, I become a better businessman. If I'm a housewife, I become a better housewife. I'm a doctor, engineer, whatever. I do it with more efficiency, with more potential. I put all my powers and qualities into practice. So this is the path about that. Because some people have, even like if you see us, our life is not like sannyasis, I tell you. It's not like that we have, first imagination or idea about when you see us in the costume and you feel like, okay, this is easy. Just leave everything and just sitting here and teaching. I cannot teach you if I have no experience of that. Whatever I'm speaking is not a theory, it's practical. Yes, we have decided, we have chosen for ourselves to lead a pure life, so that very few of us have chosen that way. Like not even, I think 1 or 2% of the total BKs have chosen that way, that okay, I surrender my life, I dedicate my life completely for this cause, because some have to take the responsibility and it is by choice that I would like to do that, so that somebody is there available, for everyone else. But here also it's like a family. It's an organization and it's a family also. We are all brothers and sisters. And anyone who decides to surrender their life for this cause, they have recognized God. They have recognized their purpose of life. And after that, they start this journey. It doesn't mean that they are perfect. They just have a pure purpose and pure wish to become perfect. You can say that. But nobody is perfect yet. This is practical. So we also live in this is spiritual family, but this is a family. We don't have blood connections with each other, but there is connections, and everyone is performing different roles and duties. Don't you think there will be challenges in this?
Sure.
Mhm.
Different challenges.
Different kind, and everyone comes from a different background, different kind of culture. Only one thing common is that we all follow the spiritual laws. But everyone comes with a set of sanskars, baggage of their old karmas also, everyone brings that with them. And the way of performing the things, way of doing things, everyone has their own way of dealing with the things. Then you try to convince them, and sometimes you have to. So all same things happen. What happens out there in your business, in your companies, everywhere. But the only thing is that we follow spiritual rules, and as much as we follow, that much we are able to handle easily. And of course, everyone is at a different level. Everyone cannot be same. Everyone is on a journey. Somebody has reached the next station. Somebody is a little bit behind. Only that's the difference. Yes. But लड्डू तो साथ में ही बनेगा. एक एक नहीं बना सकती. अभी भोग लगाना है ना गणपति को, मोदक बनाना है तो you have to. सबको चाहिए. You need everyone. Yes, this is power to cooperate. Exactly, I was just going to say that. This is a very important quality. Yeah.
Today, I mean, I have heard like many people saying about self-realization. Unless and until you realize that you have to change, you will not be able to change. But after today's like this goes, I think there is a enlightenment, I can say. It is not self-realization; it is a realization of the self.
Yes.
When we juxtapose the words, then it gives a total new meaning, and there is a very deeper meaning there.
That's right.
Unless you realize yourself.
Yes.
The self.
Self, who am I? First thing is that who am I? Who is that self we are talking about? There is no meaning of speaking about self-realization if I don't know that I am the soul. I am not this body. I am not the role. I am not the duty. I am not the positions and designations. I am just a soul. That is the basic idea of self-realization. After that, journey begins. Without that, these are just empty words. It might sound similar. Suppose if you take out the first lesson about soul and you speak about everything else, it sounds similar like any other motivational speech, any other scriptures. But wo tilak jo lagaya, you don't even know why. Why did I apply the tilak? So first thing is that to be understood. Anything else you would like to add or say?
There is a reason, I mean, for all of us, like whoever is here, like for all of us, we realize that there has to be some change within us. That is what has brought us, like driven us towards the different path from our daily chores, like daily the melancholy, the mandatory things that we did. It diverted us from there and then directed us here.
Yeah. Again, thanks to those challenges and the things that we experience in life, they all contribute together to bring you onto this path in the Sangam Yuga.
Unless there is a peak, I mean, like you referred to Satyuga, unless there is a peak of the evilness, the vice in you, you will not realize that you have to change towards that.
Yeah, because little bit if you have, you sometimes feel it chalta hai. Itna to hota hai. It's fine. Because we're comparing with others and everyone is at their lowest right now. And we compare with each other and feel contented a little bit. It's fine. Yes, sister. I think it's done.